The opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints expressed on today's radio show and their guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints of Easy Way Broadcasting.
Welcome to Radio Boomers Live, the show about all things human from a baby boomer's perspective. All things hot and all things not. News, reviews, interviews, chat, text, and what's next. And here are your hosts, Reatha Gray from Betty White's Off Their Rockers and Easy's dad, Jim Zuley.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm Reatha Gray, and Jim is not with us this morning. He'll be back next Monday. Send your well wishes and thoughts towards him this morning. You know, when you get to be a baby boomer, it seems like your second home is away at the doctor, and we have all these mandatory, we got to go to visits that they schedule us for, and they don't always care about our convenience. So Jim will be back next Monday morning at 10 a.m. I'm going to be here holding down the fort all by myself. Not really. I'm going to have a couple of wonderful guests during the show today. It's really going to be exciting. It's an exciting time here at Easy Way Broadcasting. The Easy Way Awards are coming up. They are going to be on August 30th. We've been waiting for them. They're really upon us now at this point. It is a sold-out event. People are offering all kinds of things to get tickets. There are no more seats. The fire marshal will not allow another body in this place. But it's going to be wonderful. But guess what? You don't have to miss it. It's going to be broadcast live on easyway.tv. You don't have to worry about missing a moment. It's going to be broadcast wall to wall from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's right, starting with the red carpet. I'm so excited for the red carpet. It's actually going to be a gold carpet, not a red carpet, a gold carpet. All of the nominees are going to be walking the carpet. It's going to be a wonderful time of just seeing the beautiful people. And guess what? They're all beautiful people. The nominees, the VIPs, they're all going to be walking the gold carpet, wearing their fanciest clothing. And then you're going to get to see some behind-the-scenes stuff that's going on because you know Eric. Eric takes a camera with him everywhere he goes. He has that selfie stick. Plus, there are going to be photographers. There are going to be videographers there. So you won't miss a moment. If you haven't gotten your ticket already, don't worry. You can watch it. Again, that's going to be at easyway.tv from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Every moment of the award show is asked. And it's really going to be a golden gala. It's going to be streamed live. And ladies, for those of you that are coming, if you don't have your ensemble ready yet, you should go to mhccollection.com. Ladies, I'm telling you, they have some fabulous gowns. If you go to their website at mhccollection.com, you can see a fashion show. You can see some of their clothing. Now, you better go right away because you know, it's really creeping up on us quickly. But they have beautiful, beautiful gowns. And you know, sometimes you get gowns that you only want to wear once. You look at these gowns, you're going to want to wear them more than once because they are beautiful, I'm telling you. So I think that just leads us right into our hot topic time. Yeah, hot topic music.
Ripped from the headlines. Today's hot topic.
Did you see Simone Biles last night? I mean, she was fabulous. She's that young, little, tiny gymnast that just does all kinds of things. She is amazing. I'm not a big sports fan, but I do tend to like individual sports. I like snowboarding. I like extreme sports. I like American Ninja Warrior, and I like gymnastics. And this girl flies through the air. She's already got some moves that are already called the biles. And last night, I don't even know what you call it. Matter of fact, if she does it one more time in performance, it'll be named after her. It's like a double, triple somersault. She runs, she flies through the air. It was just incredible. She won a record number of medals last night. She did a trick that she is the first female to actually complete in competition, and I mean, she was sticking those landings. It was unbelievable. If you didn't see it, I'm sure they're going to be rebroadcasting it during the day, or you can go online. She was fabulous. And speaking of being fabulous, if you want to be trained to be a gymnast, or you have children that are wanting to be trained to be gymnasts, make sure you check out your personal trainer. I just found out this morning, you can just go online, like with everything else, and get a personal trainer certificate. Make sure that your trainer or your child's trainer is really certified and really versed in physiology and nutrition and all the things that go into being a healthy athlete. Don't just go to somebody who's got a sign on the wall, because all trainers are not created equal. If you want to become a Simone Biles, or if you have a child or a grandchild that wants to become a Simone Biles, make sure they get a good trainer and that they're prepared properly, because that girl, last night, it was amazing. And that brings us up to our first commercial, a word from our sponsors.
Looking to grow and align your brand with celebrities and other established brands? Your brand is all about your entire customer experience. Everything from your logo, your website, your social media experiences, the way you answer the phone, to the way your customers experience your staff. So why not let us help you get your branding right from the start? At Easyway Promotions, we are a new class of professionals providing first-class online branding, promotion, social media, website development, editing, graphic design, public relations, media, SEO, and online advertising to give your business the competitive edge to stand out. Our highly experienced experts will not only help you increase your online presence, but also provide you with a proven online strategy to help you increase the value of your company and make acquiring new customers easier. So what are you waiting for? Contact us today and let us help you grow your business exponentially.
For more information, contact 424-209-9290 or visit easywaypromotions.com. That's letter E, letter Z. We also encourage you to like our Facebook page at Easyway Promotions.
Are you tired of doing business the hard way? Is building your business taking too much time and energy? We can help. Introducing your ultimate solution, Easyway Business Membership. We're a full-service digital marketing solution specializing in branding and marketing, advertising, and introductions to CEOs and influencers that can help your business thrive. Problem solved. Now you can hire our award-winning team to work for your business. We've received many prestigious awards, including the Digital Trailblazer Award by Hollywood Weekly magazine, and we've been recognized by Congress. For just $11 a day, you'll get more exposure, reach more clients by next month, guaranteed. Here's how it works. You pay one low annual fee of $4,000, and you'll receive consulting, branding, marketing, advertising, social media support, product placement, and business introductions to help your business grow exponentially. And if you need more, we offer SEO, commercial, TV exposure, and much more for an additional rate. To recap, for just $11 a day annual membership fee, you'll receive branding, consulting, business-to-business introductions, advertising, and social media support. But don't take our word for it. Here's what our customers say.
We've been working with EasyWay Eric for the last 6 months, and literally we are slammed with work for 2 months straight, so his marketing definitely works.
To learn more, visit easywaynetwork.com or contact us at 877-399-2929. And don't forget to follow us on social media. On Facebook at EasyWay Network, Twitter at EasyWay Broadcast, and YouTube at EasyWay TV.
Boomers Forever Young is really making a name for themselves as an exciting nutritional company with products that really work. People from all over the country are starting to take notice. Their whole-person approach to health and wellness, combined with their unique array of powerful natural health products, are setting them apart from all the other companies in the nutrition industry. Their customers love the one-on-one free consultations and the results they experience. Sound a little too good to be true? Then go online to boomerboost.com today and sign up for a free consultation with a product specialist, or just give us a call at 1-800-861-4609. Again, that's boomerboost.com, or call 1-800-861-4609 to join the thousands already experiencing the benefits of Boomers Forever Young products.
That's right, boomerboost.com. Go check it out. This morning, we're going to have a couple of guests, but we're starting off with one guest that I'm really excited to hear from. She is an expert in the field of nutrition, and I need help. I got to be honest, I need help. Penny, are you with us? Penny? Okay. Well, hopefully she'll be getting on the line any second now. Penny grew up in a restaurant family, so proper nutrition has always been a big part of her daily life. She studied nutrition even before she formally got education in nutrition. And she's very aware of the obesity epidemic and the prevalence of type 2 diabetes in America. So she is part of the Community Leadership Board with the American Diabetes Association, and she just knows how important nutrition is. Penny, are you on?
I am. Hello there. Good morning. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you.
Penny,
hello. Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you for being on the show. I don't know if you could hear me or not, but I was saying I need this information that you have because you have been interested in nutrition your whole life.
Yeah, I'll tell you, growing up, my family's in the restaurant business. So I was always around food. And when I had even home ec class in junior high, I would change the food to be healthier, and we wouldn't put mayonnaise on things. We would put olive oil and change it to Mediterranean style, and people were just like, wow, this is amazing. So I've always been around food, especially with my mom cooking at home, and also with the restaurants. With the restaurants, we've always made our food in-house. And so, especially with nutrition, the main thing that people forget is that we need to eat foods without additives and preservatives. That really is number one to get our proper nutrition, because we can't digest it. If the air can't break it down, our body can't break it down. So we're at, all these foods. A lot of people are eating packaged foods, or, they think I'm buying this light food from the market, right, from this package, but yet the body can't get the nutrition from it. And that's really, I see a lot of times that people don't have focus, or they have some brain fog sometimes but not because of a particular food, but the way it's been prepared or prepackaged.
So, I hear you saying that we need to stop eating all this pre-prepared food.
That is the number one thing, yes. And one thing I do also in my office is I do check for food sensitivities. A lot of times we have digestion issues or inflammation going on in the body that we don't know what it's from, or we're tired, right? And we think, well, I don't know what it is. Maybe I did get enough sleep, maybe I didn't. But foods affect us different ways. And I'll share a quick little story, if you don't mind, with my experience with the food sensitivities.
Sure.
Is it okay if I share a little story? Perfect. Thank you.
Absolutely.
About 15 years ago, thank you, I was very sick. Nobody could help me. I went from doctor to doctor for 3.5 years. And, I mean, I would be like driving my kids to school 15 minutes. I'd have to pull over and sleep because I couldn't actually drive the 15 minutes. Or I'd be walking, trying to go for a walk, and 15 minutes to a walk, I couldn't walk hardly anymore. And, I mean, I was in my 30s. And finally, a friend, by the grace of God, she's a nurse, and she had heard about a place that did food sensitivity testing near my home. And when I got tested, the 3 top foods I shouldn't have were, for me, bananas, black tea, and strawberries. And it was no wonder I couldn't walk, because I was eating half a banana and trying to go for a walk, and my body would shut down. The black tea was giving me indigestion, and the strawberries were giving me inflammation in my intestines. And that was for me. So I do the same testing here in my office. That's one of the first things I like to do, because a lot of times people can't digest their food, also because it's a food that they shouldn't be eating, even though it might be healthy for someone else. So.
And how complicated is getting this testing? Do you do blood testing?
No, it's actually a scan. It's with Zyto. It actually, you just hand on the cradle. Every single food has a frequency, and you're basically putting your hand on the cradle. It can read just kind of like a lie detector test does, right? We can tell to see if it's correct or not correct. It does the same thing with the foods, and in that 15 minutes, we have the results, and it's amazing what it does and what it can see, and it shows you which are the foods that are better for you. So in my office, I pair that up with. I have a machine that actually melts fat, and it's with the red lights and infrared light, and I can wrap the whole body. I've got 6 pads that I basically cover stomach, back, arms, legs, all at the same time, non-invasive, and we do that along with relaxation therapy. I shouldn't say therapy, but relaxation sessions with some amazing goggles I have from Belgium. So we're relaxing the body, and the body starts releasing fat in as little as 20 minutes. And I will tell you, my record holder last week was in 2 sessions. In 5 days, he lost 8.1 pounds of fat off the body and gained about 2 pounds of muscle. And
wait a minute, this is with no change in diet or with change in diet?
So we're changing the diet a little bit, because I give people food to eat. We're eating healthier, but it's not the fat. The weight that's getting released is fat. This machine helps liquefy the fat, gets the cell where it opens up, like it gives it the key to start releasing the fat. We put them also afterwards on a vibrational plate machine, helps the fat start going through the lymphatic system and process through the liver, and then we put on compression tights if we've done the legs. And we get like a neoprene belt, and we tighten it around the waist, and it starts squeezing the fat out of the cell. And then we have up to 48 hours afterwards to get the fat out. So I let them borrow another handheld device to take home that vibrates and helps squeeze more fat out. So you have a chance to even do it at home. And we just do little modifications with the diet. But you need to eat food for sure, or else it won't do anything, because your body will go into starvation mode if you don't give it enough food. So it's pretty amazing.
I've heard that if you don't eat, your body will hold on to what fat it has. So depriving yourself of food is not the answer.
It really isn't, and I will tell you, even with this process, I can tell when people, they get excited, right? I'm going to do this diet now, or I'm going to go gung ho, and I'm going to eat 2 meals, and then they come in and I do. So I have a body composition analysis machine. I have another machine that does digital measurements, right? And they don't lose fat, and they're like, well, I go, did you eat? Well, not really. So then the next week they come in and it takes it all off together. But you have to eat. There was a time I was working out 2 hours a day. This is a few years back. But I wasn't eating enough, and I was gaining weight. And when I went and got my body composition done, the health coach there said, you're not eating enough food and enough protein. I said, I eat enough, and I'm eating enough protein. And she says, nope, I want you to write everything down and calculate it and weigh your foods. And she was right. And when I added more food and added the amount of protein that I needed, the weight just came off. It really, really makes a difference because your body goes into starvation mode and it needs the calories to sustain itself. So a lot of times people starve themselves. I see that a lot in here, or they're not eating enough protein. And it's really important, really, for the body to function. So you could be working your little tail off in the gym, and like I was for 2 hours. I mean, I was struggling, and nothing was happening. It didn't matter. So you have a personalized
approach to setting up people for what is good for their body type, their sensitivity to foods. So it's really very personalized.
Very personalized, and we also do genetic testing for nutrition, and I can break it down to the exact carbs, protein, and fat ratio for each individual, what type of exercise, and how many days a week is best for them. It's completely individualized. With the body composition analysis machine I have here, I have the exact calories that each person needs as well. It's phenomenal. Having the equipment I have, I've invested a lot of money in some high-tech machines because I want people to have the best results, and I want them to be able to go on to do this on their own so we can live a longer life. Where it's not about trying to lose weight and then next week back to the same old grind, right? This is really about for someone who wants to make a lifestyle change and to live a longer life. And that's what I'm here to help people with, and I get to do that every day. I love it. So,
and I guess it's never too late to start eating well.
No, and can I tell you these? So these also, the pads that melt the fat, also help people with neuropathy. So I had a lady here who was 92, and she changed her food a little bit, and then we also would put one of the pads on her stomach because her daughter asked, can we melt the fat at the same time? I said, sure, because it's safe for everyone. And her stomach for the first time was going down, and she was losing weight. And she was able to wear her dresses without them being tight, and she was very ecstatic. So it doesn't matter what age, we can make a difference and live a little longer, and to also feel better every day. I'm saying more energy, happy, because it's hard if we're not getting the proper nutrition. And then I have another side of my office which is all about stress release, and I have these amazing goggles from Belgium that are light and sound therapy, and I get to help people with PTSD and depression, even just stress and burnout. So I get to help a lot of people every day. It's been a godsend having these tools given to me. So.
Well, how do people get in touch with you if they're interested? I know you have an office in Anaheim Hills. How would they get in touch with you?
So they could go to the website, which is phoscariswellness.com, or they can even call the office here. The number is 714-340-0038. And we do make accommodations for outside of our normal business hours with appointments as well, because everybody's got a different schedule, and I like to help as much as I can. So.
And how do you spell Phoscaris?
F like Frank, O-S-K-A-R-I-S. Wellness.
And so they can go to your website.
Yep.
Phoscaris.
They can book an appointment online. Yep. They can find me on Facebook.
They can make an appointment online.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They can make it online. They can find us on Facebook if that's easier, on Instagram. Message us, private message us on there as well, or call us and we'll make the appointment. We give a free 15-minute consultation to see what the client needs for their success.
Okay. Now, is Anaheim Hills your only location?
For now, yes, it's our flagship location, and we will be definitely expanding as we go along.
Well, it sounds like it would be worthwhile if you're anywhere in the Southern California or anywhere in the United States to actually maybe fly in. I think that sounds like getting a personalized program for you would be worth your while to just take a visit and go see Penny.
Yes, and I actually, with the genetic testing, we can actually send the testing out, and I do also distance coaching as well by phone or Zoom. And so with the genetic testing, we can send out the kits, and I help people everywhere in the United States. So, yes, that's possible.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Penny, for being with us today. I hope people do go to your website because we all need to eat better. And we didn't even touch on your association with the American Diabetes Association because that is such a problem in the United States today, and people are settling for insulin when they could just eat better and be healthier.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
So thank you for your work with them.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me and on the show.
Well, thank you very much for being here. You're also a nominee for an Easy Way Award, so I look forward to seeing you on the 30th.
Yes, I'll see you then. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for having me on the show.
Okay.
Have a beautiful day.
You too.
Thank you.
And next we're going to go to a word from our sponsors, and then we'll move right on to Carmelita's Corner.
Welcome to EasyWayBroadcasting.com, your one-stop shop getaway to corporate Hollywood. EasyWay specializes in red carpets and will enhance your experience. EasyWayBroadcasting.com is top-ranked on Alexa and houses the EasyWay TV Film On channel, podcast radio station, and EasyWay magazine. Learn more about the beautiful EasyWay Angels and follow their events calendar. For more information, visit EasyWayBroadcasting.com and click on About Us or call 424-209-9290. Don't forget to subscribe to the website and follow EasyWay on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages for amazing updates and opportunities. Remember, that's letter E and letter Z, because, well, we do it the easy way.
You are about to experience Carmelita's Corner. Carmelita's song Rosebud made it to the top 40s with the Godfather of Soul, James Brown. She's the founder of the Rose Breast Cancer Society. Now here's your host, Carmelita Pittman.
Good morning, everyone. And it is a good morning, isn't it? I'm so pleased to be coming your way on the Easy Way. All right, now that's what I'm talking about, a little applause in the beginning of the morning. And I've got some things to applaud about. I've got two great guests this morning. We have two instead of one, and they are actually sitting in for Greg Rose, who many of you know is a great R&B performer. He's been around on the scene and been the opening act for so many household names. We could go down a long list this morning, and I probably still wouldn't cover them all. But I want to, at this time, welcome his manager, Carolyn Kennard, and my friend, Onita Pope from Las Vegas, who is a promoter. Are you there, ladies?
Hi. Good morning, Carmelita.
Good morning. Yes, indeed. We have two instead of one. Yeah, this show is going to be a little bit different because normally we would have the actual guest. In this case, it would have been Greg Rose. But, you know, as life has it. Sometimes we can't always predict where we have to be, and he couldn't be with us this morning. So I really appreciate the two of you coming on, and we have a lot to talk about because this young man has a long history and something that you probably don't know about, but when he does come on, I'm going to remind him that he and I did a show together in Las Vegas many years ago when he was working with Freddie Jett. Do either of you remember Freddie Jett? Or did you know him?
No, I did not.
Me
either.
Well,
it sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, it does go back a ways. That was during the pre-Grammy days when I was connected to the pre-Grammy Gala with Bonnie Hilton Sweeney. She was James Brown's West Coast representative, and she became like a sister to me, and we had a lot of great times together. I was one of her founding members in helping her produce those pre-Grammy galas, and that's how I met Freddie Jett. So one thing led to another, and, me being a singer, I wound up coming along, to the show there that was in Las Vegas, and it is downtown, and I'm trying to think of the name of that particular location. Onita, I'm sure you're probably familiar with it. It's downtown.
The Plaza, MGM was down there at one time. Golden Nugget. Oh, guys, everything. The D, that used to be the other. Oh, God, I can't think of it. Yeah.
It'll probably the name will probably come to me after we end the conversation, but it's okay. Yeah. It at the time, it was one of the places to go. And, it was an experience, and I'm looking forward to doing that again someday. Onita, hint, hint.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, and I want everybody to know that Onita is a great promoter. Ever since I've met you, I have really been impressed with all of the people that you work with, and that is one of the reasons why we're talking to Carolyn, as a matter of fact, because you have helped to promote Greg Rose. Can you tell us how you met Greg Rose?
Well, actually, this is really amazing. I saw at the a show for Huck Daniels Blues Review Show, and I saw one of the Rose brothers. It was Bobby Rose. Then I said to my family, that's one of the Rose brothers over there. Then Larry Rose got up and performed. It was really amazing. But when I saw them in L.A. And brought them, not saying brought them, but introduced him to some people here in Las Vegas, the Eastside Cannery hired him through Carolyn Kennard. The 2-day event was packed out at the Eastside Cannery. It was awesome. And he did Isaac Hayes after the other tributes. People didn't dance on the dance floor. They took out their cameras on their phones and started click, 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 click the whole show. So that was amazing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were out there at Eastside Cannery at least twice. We were out there in 2015 and 2016 for a 2-day weekend. Mm-hmm. It turned out it was really packed both times.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can understand why, because, my goodness, with the roster here that are connected with the Rose brothers, and Greg Rose in particular being a lead singer, I just want to mention some of the people that he has opened the shows for in his journey. Many of you have heard of these names, especially if you follow rhythm and blues. Names like the OJs, the Manhattans, Al Green, Anita Baker, Natalie Cole, Bobby Womack, and the Temptations, Bobby Blue Bland, Freddie Jackson, the Shylights, Johnny Taylor, Gene Carn, Michael Henderson, the Dramatics, the Enchantments, Shaka Khan, Ashford and Simpson, New Edition, Levert, Phyllis Hyman, Betty Wright. And by the way, Betty Wright, speaking of Betty Wright, now I'm going to give myself away because I remember her back in the day because when my record came out, you may have heard of the name Lattimore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lattimore and I did a show together on it was something like Soul Train, but it was called Soul Street in Florida. And Betty Wright was around in those days on the same label. Hal Stone was the person who was behind that, and he had the Casey and the Sunshine Band, and he had groups like that. And so it was all part of that era. So, like I said, I'm giving myself away, but you know what? What I think that's coming back. I keep hearing that those songs now, that those times, that people are starting to seek out that era, and that if that's true, that sounds like good news to me.
Oh, certainly. Even hip-hop artists have used old school songs in some of their ventures. So, yes, they're seeking them out.
Well,
Beautiful.
that's really good news, yeah. And speaking of that music, Carolyn, can you tell us about what's happening at the warehouse in the marina here in California on Saturdays?
Well, what we do is Greg and his orchestra has been working at the warehouse in Marina del Rey, California, this is going on, I think, the 4th year now. So we're there usually the last Saturday of each month. The last Saturday of each month we're there. So everybody can call and come out and see us. That's a normal for us. We're also going to be doing something at Santa Fe Station Hotel Casino in Las Vegas on September 14th. We'll be there in the Chrome Room. So we'll be out your way.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
Okay. And then we're opening with the Whispers over at the Fox Performing Arts Center in Riverside, California. So we're trying to do a number of things, and we're hoping that our fans and friends come out and support us.
I'm sure they will. It's really something to see, quite a draw. And speaking of the Whispers, I had the fortune of meeting Willie Hoskins, who was their arranger when I was still teaching school. And he was the band leader. You know, he was in charge of the student orchestra. Amazing musician. And it just turns out that he was, their arranger at one time. And he presented some music to me when he was at a label, I think it was ABC, and we came up with this music, and I wound up composing to the music, and that's how I came up with my top 40 record. And he, was one of the people that was on that production, and my husband produced the record. That's what you heard at the beginning of this announcement when they first brought us on.
Oh, wonderful idea. Very.
Yeah, well, I still keep it going, keeping it alive. And it's music is what keeps us going. I think that without music, what would the world be like if we didn't have music?
I'm just glad to be managing a phenomenal entertainer like Greg Rose. Just happy to be doing that because he's been out. We've been out to like Tulsa, Oklahoma, Santa Fe, New Mexico, Chicago, Illinois. Of course, our local Las Vegas in California. We've been on soulful trips, cruise lines. We've been in jazz festivals. His baritone voice is just so amazing, that people want to hear him. People want to hear him. And he has that persona that makes people just look, and just in amazement. He does.
Yeah. And he's a looker. If anybody was paying attention and they saw the announcements on the online, He's got some great, sexy-looking photos.
You know, I have to keep those up. I have to keep those up for him.
You have to beat the girls off, did you say?
You know I have to step in front. Just a moment. At least let him do his job first, okay?
and then it doesn't help when he's singing those sexy songs from Teddy Pendergrass either.
Oh no. No, I have to let him swoon though. I let him swoon.
Yeah, you let him swoon. You give him a break and let him swoon.
That's as close as they can get.
Well, I'm telling you, he really does have quite an ensemble. I have to say congratulations to you and keeping it together. I know that's not an easy job. And I would like for you to tell people how they can go to see him, and please give us your website.
Okay. Our website is temporarily down, but they can always call me. I'm always eager to hear from everyone. My number is 213-280-5679. And my name is Carolyn Kennard.
And you are one of the outlets of how people can get tickets also, right?
Exactly. If they call me, I can make sure they get to the right place. Whatever tickets they're looking for. If it's the restaurant or if it's the Santa Fe Station hotels, I have the number there. And if they want to, rent some rooms for that weekend to see us. And the Whispers, I have the numbers for them to call as well. So they can do that. They can call me and I can give them anything they would like.
Oh, it sounds good. And Onita, do you have any shout-outs that you want the audience to know about?
Well, music lovers love music, and they like to go out. A lot of senior citizens as well. And we keep the music alive because they know somebody that knows somebody that can come. So I try to put the word out to everybody I know, and then they can tell all their family and friends to come out and have a good time because music is the best thing that ever happens for any of us. What I normally do, which is my secret, don't tell my secret, I do mail. I don't necessarily do all emails. When I did mail for different artists in Atlanta, Georgia, which is Blue Magic, the Delphonics, whatever, Ray Goodman and Brown, I mailed stuff out to senior citizen complexes, the CNN, some of the big companies out there. They need a relaxing day, and they come. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and speaking of the Delphonics, I don't know if he's listening or not. I doubt it because he's so busy. He's got so much going on, but my husband, good friend, and my good friend too, Norman Carter. You probably know him. He's the lead singer of the Delphonics. He's the official lead singer now of the Delphonics. And my husband's had many opportunities to sing with them over the years because he's been so gracious to offer him an opportunity to join the Delphonics, but because of personal reasons, my husband hasn't been able to take him up on that offer. But Norman's got a great group. They just performed at the Greek Theater, and always on tour. Always on tour. Yeah, so and he keeps us posted. We're always hearing from him. He gives us the latest, and it's exciting. So, and he's been a guest too, also on this show. So they do make the rounds. And then I also want to thank you, Onita, for referring Bobby Rose to be a guest on this show. And I'm just very grateful that I've had so many wonderful guests, including yourselves, and thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right, looking forward to hearing from you again soon.
Woo-hoo!
Okie doke.
All right, thank you again.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wonderful, Carmelita's Corner, as always. She always has such fabulous guests and always such great conversation. She knows everybody, just everybody, it seems like, in Los Angeles and Las Vegas, and she's quite a performer herself. And I believe she may be performing at the Easy Way Awards Gala. Now, I've heard maybe. I really look forward to it if she is, because Carmelita, if you haven't seen her perform, you need to go online because the tickets are sold out, but go online to easyway.tv on August 30th between 4 and 10 p.m., and it's going to be streamed totally live, the Easy Way Awards Gala. And now we're going to move on to our next guest. Like I said, we're having two guests today, and our next guest is going to be Nikolai, and I'm not sure what you pronounce his last name, Beck or Becky. Nikolai, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
And how do you pronounce your last name?
Becker, as the TV show back in the 90s.
Oh, Becker. Okay, there is an R on the end of that. Okay, yeah, Nikolai Becker. I've met Nikolai. He looks like he's about 12 years old. But in the real world, he is a businessman. He is a music promoter. And we're excited to have you on the show because I never get time to talk to you at these events. They're so busy and everybody's kind of hustling and bustling. So,
yeah.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Nikolai.
So music has always been a huge passion of mine. I've been drumming for 15 to 20 years now, so music has always been in my life and a huge, huge part of my life. I went to school for Recording Connection. I got my basics in audio engineering and my advanced in audio engineering and music production. So I know how to run a whole studio. I'm actually building my studio. My studio will be up soon. I started Game Changer Records in 2016 because my main goal is I want to bring back the really good music because there's a lot of music out there that isn't really good, like all the auto-tune stuff. It's just what I want to hear is when I hear an artist, I can hear their soul coming out. I can hear that they put their whole life into that one song. And a lot of artists I hear, they don't have that. They just rap about money and drugs and stuff, and I don't want that. You know, I want to bring back the good music where you can hear them. Positive message.
You're a man after my own heart. When people ask me what kind of music do you like, I say good. I like good music. I don't care what genre it is. I just want it to be good. So what genre of music do you specialize or do you specialize in a genre?
I love all genres. I love all types of music. But right now I have my artist actually with me, Rotary Ryan. He's a rapper, a new artist. We actually got the promo video done, and we'll have a few songs done by the end of the month, and the music video done by August 30th by the event. And he will be at the event, too, doing interviews on the gold carpet.
Awesome. And what's your artist's name?
Rotary Ryan.
Rotary Ryan.
Yeah.
Hello, Rotary Ryan.
Pleasure to be on Easy Way Radio. And to be talking with you, Reatha.
Well, good to have you on. I look forward to. Are you going to be performing on the 30th?
Yes, I would love that. Basically, I run an auto shop in Pomona, and I'm a second generation Mazda rotary engine builder, and I've been doing hip hop for over 15 years. So it's just a collaboration of the two arts put together with a positive message. So we're planning on big things.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, you lost me here. Wait, a collaboration of building engines and hip hop?
Yeah. I'm a full-time mechanic. I build like race application cars, Mazda rotary engines. So we do a lot of canyon runs, racing, car shows, and basically I'm just collaborating all those ideas together and showing it through the rap art, music.
And that's where the rotary comes from in your name.
That's it. Rotary engine, rotary power.
All Awesome. Well, let me ask you a real quick engine question, totally off the subject. Okay. A friend of mine has got oil squirting all over her engine, and the mechanic's telling her it's the oil pan. Is that possible?
Yeah, you know, a lot of times from the temperatures of the engine, gaskets, and hoses like that go bad, so it's a good possibility the oil pan is messed up. Come see me if you need me. R&R Rotary Garage in Pomona. Hit me up. I'll take care of you.
I was going to say her car's not going to make it to Pomona. But okay, that's good to know. I'm glad the mechanic's not just pulling her leg. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
bless you, Reatha.
Well, bless you also. And now, Nikolai, do you also perform with Rotary?
No, I am just his promoter and his manager. So I'm basically building him into a huge superstar.
Awesome. And I can only assume that Rotary Ryan is good music.
Yeah. Oh, he's really good music.
Positive message.
Now, do you mainly talk about the auto building industry, or what do you talk about in your music?
We talk about, you know, just positive messages. A lot of this rap hip hop these days is basically there's no real soul or substance to it. So we're trying to bring back old school West Coast with a little bit of positive message mixed with burnouts, barbecue, and positive vibes. It's actually 3 minutes of just a good experience.
And where can people go and hear your music?
We're getting ready. I'm working on a 4-song EP, and we're getting ready to drop the full album within a few months, and you'll be able to get them on all the platforms, iTunes, Spotify, pretty much everywhere. So we'll be back. You'll hear more from us.
All right. We'll just look for Rotary Ryan. Well, here we go.
Whether you like gassing with the crew or just a driven person, let's turn it on. Yeah. That's all we wanna do, yeah. See gassing with the crew, yeah. That's all we wanna, yeah. That's all we wanna do, yeah. That's all we wanna do, yeah. See gassing with the crew, yeah. That's all we wanna. That's all we wanna do. Permit pull up, turbo in a cooler, riding in these whips you done never ever seen. Life is but a dream, blowing gas with the team. The haters never win, talking shit to self-esteem. Yeah, blaze a blunt up, creeping on a come up. Be careful how I drift, so the police never run up. I'm the #1 stunner and R100. Always on the gas site, sets like a gunner. I'll be riding with my babe, ride with my gang. Road on my chain, burning rubber out my lane. Straight pipes, keep my gas in the sack. Wolf pack, live that, hit that, always give back. All or nothing, never go halfway. Girl, you look real good, kinda dig your chassis. Shop life, 160 miles per hour. Pop down, turbo, rotary power.
Amazing. You really do combine the racing, the engines with your music. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's something a little bit different, but it's actually just taking a walk in my shoes, you know, just a day in the life, pretty much.
Very good. And Nikolai, like I said, you look like you're 12 years old, but I see you at the event, and I mean, he's sharp. He is a businessman. He has on his suit, but you have such a baby face. But just listening to you talk, I can tell you really know what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
So we look forward to seeing both of you at the gala on August 30th. As VIPs, you will be walking the gold carpet, and look forward to seeing you there. And how can people get in touch with, I don't know if they should get in touch with you, Nikolai, or how does that work?
So we can I have a website, Game Changer Records, intl.com, or I have a Facebook page, Game Changer Records, and Rotary Ryan's Instagram is Rotary Ryan 80 on his Instagram, so you can hit him up on there.
Yeah, check me out. If you need any car repairs, hit me up.
All right, and you're in Pomona.
Yep.
And Nikolai, you're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm everywhere.
You're international.
Yep.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for being on the show. I look forward to seeing you both at the Easy Way Gala on August 30th. And look forward to hearing you perform, Rotary Ryan. Remember that
Thank you
name.
so much.
You're going to hear it again.
Thank you, Reatha.
Thank
you
you
for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you both. It's good to see young people, millennials, actually doing positive things, positive music. Rotary Ryan's clearly passionate about not only his music but his job as a mechanic. And Nikolai, like I said, he at every event I see him, he's always sharp, clean dresser. But I always think that young man is so young. He's probably much older than he looks, so obviously he's not 12. But, well, we're getting ready for the event, as I said. If you need to get more information, text promote to 55678, and you can follow and learn more about all the events that are going on with Easy Way. Eric Zuley has a new book coming out. It's going to be released on the 30th. It is Compliments of New Life Clarity Publishing, and it's called The Influence Effect. And it's with over 30 other different amazing influencers. If you go to promote text and text. Okay, let me get it straight now. If you go and text promote to hashtag 55678, that's text promote to 55678, you can follow and find out about all the events coming up and all things Easy Way. And there's going to be a giveaway of Eric's new book. So you may even be one of the winners of Eric's new book, The Influence Effect, which I know is going to be an awesome book. So now you can also go to easywayawards.com and donate to the Children's Hospital of Orange County, Children's Foundation. You see, the award show is not just going to be a time for us to have a great time, which we will, or a time for us to hear great performers, which we will, or for a time for us to just mingle and mix with VIPs and influencers and business people, but it is also going to be profiting a great charity, the Children's Hospital of Orange County Children's Foundation. That will go through Easy Way Cares. So there's just so much going on. Like I said, make sure that you get on the list. And next, what we have coming up is our newest segment in Radio Boomers Live, and that's our Baby Boomer Benefits with Gerald L. Kane. Gerald knows so much stuff about just benefits for seniors, benefits for veterans, that ways to help us with our money. God knows I need help. And most of us have not saved well, so we need to know what benefits we can get, how we can stretch that dollar a little bit one way or the other. And usually Jim's on with Jerry, but I'm going to be listening, so if you need to, or if I need to ask a question, actually, I might jump back in. But Jerry's going to share some information with us that I know is going to be valuable. So, Jerry, are you ready?
I am. Good morning, Reatha, and thank you for that great introduction. And feel free to ask as many questions as you like as we go through this. This This is Baby Boomer Benefits at 11 o'clock a.m. every Monday morning, and so glad to have you with us and have you join us out there in the radio community. What we do on this show is we learn about all of the legal options and strategies that you may not know that are available to fully protect assets, reach your retirement goals and dreams, and make sure that there are no holes in your estate plan. And by the way, Reatha, I just got an email. I want to announce this first on the radio, that I was elected as a super lawyer, which means that I am in the top 5% of all of the lawyers in Southern California and possibly in the United States. But so that's a great honor to be elected as a super lawyer. I'm very excited about that. And as a lawyer and as a financial advisor, what's wonderful is that we can take a very holistic approach and make sure, as I mentioned, that there are no holes in your estate plan, because I've seen estate plans get completely wiped out by not having the right financial plan. For example, you don't plan for long-term care, and unfortunately, we're living longer due to advances in modern medicine and modern science. So there's a longer time when there's the potential for people needing care, and people have a bigger fear these days. If you ask them, what are they more afraid of? Are they more afraid of dying, or are they more afraid of running out of their money? They're going to tell you most of the time that they're afraid of running out of their assets. And a big piece of not running out of your assets is making sure that you've got the right long-term care plan, because, like I said, I've seen $100,000 estates, I've seen $1 million estates be wiped out within a matter of years because the costs of care are $120,000 or more a year. So you've got to plan, you've got to have the right long-term care strategy as well as the right retirement strategy. And the reason why I do this is because I sit down with clients every day and I talk to them about strategies that their financial advisor probably is not talking to them about. Most people, they don't realize that how financial products work. You'd be surprised how many people we sit down with that are surprised they're going to pay money on their IRAs and their 401ks when they start pulling money out. There's a strategy that can avoid this. We suggest that clients spend their money during lifetime and leave life insurance to their children, because life insurance is tax-free and is more flexible. It can also be used to provide for retirement, creating a private pension, or it can be used to provide for that long-term care that we were just talking about, and at the same time help leave a legacy to your children. And, you may be thinking, I'm not insurable, so this isn't for me. Well, there are strategies that your financial advisor is not talking to you about that can solve a lot of these problems, even if you aren't insurable. We can help you maximize retirement dollars and leave more money to your children. We can help you budget. We can help you find more ways to save. What if we can help you save in better vehicles, more tax-efficient vehicles, and take the volatility out of retirement? Imagine retiring in 2008, when you thought that you were going to have X amount of dollars and all of a sudden it's 50% less. What are you going to do? You're going to run out of money a lot sooner than you expected, or you're just going to have to cut back and live on a lot less than you expected to in that situation. So unfortunately, we can't necessarily plan what the market's going to be doing when we retire. So you've got to put in place, what we call a shield to this volatility, a volatility shield that will ensure that no matter what the market's doing when you retire, that you are going to be able to retire and live out your life in dignity. So we want to educate people on how money works so that they can make better choices. For boomers, that means shifting their way of thinking. For those that are younger who might be listening, now is the time to sit down with an expert to determine what is the proper way to save for retirement. So, let's talk a little bit about this. people often talk about, that there are 3 buckets that you should be looking at. 3 buckets where money flows into, and 3 different ways that money is taxed. So you have the bucket which is taxable, and that's the bucket that are your stocks and bonds and cash. Well, that's pretty obvious, but those buckets are taxed all the way through your receiving assets, and they're going to be taxed at whatever bracket you're at. So when you retire, if taxes are higher than they are today, guess what? You're going to be paying a higher tax on that money in that taxable bucket. Then there's the tax-deferred bucket, which are your IRAs, your pensions, your 401ks, and your annuities. And then those assets are growing tax-deferred, but they are going to be taxed when you pull the money out. And again, that money is going to be taxed at whatever bracket we're in at the time that you take those assets out. Now, most people expect that taxes are going to be higher in the future, and I'll talk about that in a second. But the last bucket is the tax-free bucket. Tax-free, what does that mean? That means that when you pull the money out, you're going to pay 0% tax. 0%. So those are things like your Roth IRA and certain types of insurance products, which can allow you to pull money out tax-free. Most life insurance products and other insurance products have money that can come out tax-free. So the question is, most Americans are having a really hard time saving for retirement. And what I do is I help people get more money into the tax-free alternative. So all money is going to be allocated and flows into one of these 3 boxes. So ask yourself, what percent of your assets are in each of these 3 boxes? What percent is in the taxable box? Well, if you're like most people, you're probably going to estimate that in the taxable box is about, maybe 75% of your assets. How much is in the tax-deferred box? That's the 401ks, the IRAs. Well, if you're like most people, that's going to be maybe 20% potentially. How much are in the tax-free investments? Well, you might have a Roth, but you remember Roths are kind of limited. You can only put in $6,000 a year. So if you're like most people, you'll probably say I have either 0% or maybe 5% of my assets. So I'll tell people, it looks like, you might be very well diversified, as far as stocks, bonds, real estate in the taxable bucket or in the tax-deferred bucket, but it looks like you are overweight in the taxable bucket, in the tax-deferred bucket, and underweight in the tax-free bucket. And if you're raising your hand out there and you're saying, yeah, I'm probably underweight in the tax-free bucket, then I got to figure out how can I get more money into this tax-free bucket so that I can pay 0% tax. And one of those strategies, as we mentioned, is a private pension through an insurance product. And this is something that a lot of people are starting to become aware of, but unfortunately, there just aren't a lot of people talking about this. And the fact is about 80% of all the CEOs out there are utilizing this kind of product and this kind of vehicle to get them where they need to go. So if it's good enough for all the CEOs out there, it's got to be good enough for everybody else, right? Right. It definitely is, and it can solve a lot of problems. And there's the potential at some point that this might be closed off, that you may not be able to do it. There's been some situations where, there's been they've been trying to pass legislation, but of course, the insurance lobby is such a large lobby that they closed it, they closed that down pretty quickly. But we don't know if this is going to be available 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. So take advantage of this now while you still can. And there's a very good likelihood that, if you do it now, even if the laws do change, most of the time those laws are grandfathered in, so you'll be able to take advantage of it even if the laws do change in the future. So, that's my topic today, and I know we've talked a lot. Reese, do you have any questions so far? I know I've just been talking a lot about the different ways of saving for retirement and why so many people struggle to save for retirement.
Right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. I'm one of those people that did not plan well at all, and I never understood really how the pre-tax and post-tax and whatever on the IRAs and those things actually work. So you do actually pay the rate of the current taxes when you pull the money out.
That is correct. Yeah, and you're like a lot of people. Most people either don't think about it or forgot about it, but they're often shocked when they realize that a significant portion is going to go to tax.
And I think kind of how it was sold back in the day when they first started talking about them was that your income would be less at the time that you retired, and therefore the tax would actually be lower. But that's not really true, is it?
Well, most people, when you ask them how much money do they need to retire, and they're going to usually say, it's whatever money they're making now. Let's say it's $5,000, $10,000 a month. Usually it's about 80 to 90% of that amount is what they feel they need to live a comfortable retirement. So it's still, even though your income might be less, you're still going to be, having a significant amount of income. And if you don't do things right, your Social Security can become taxable. And on top of that, you may have fewer deductions because, if you're like a lot of people who don't plan appropriately, they pay off their house. So you don't have the mortgage deduction, which for a lot of people is one of the largest deductions that you can take against the tax. So not only may you be paying tax on your Social Security, but you don't have any deductions later on in life because you can't take advantage of things like the mortgage deduction. So there's a lot of things to think about, and somebody who is an expert in all this can assist you with figuring out what's the right thing to do now. And it's not too late. You can make decisions now that are going to help you 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. And all these decisions, play into everything we've been talking about on previous shows, not outliving your money, having the most freedom and the most choices. If you're a veteran, being able to utilize the VA pension, which can pay you over $2,000 a month in tax-free benefits, which we're happy to talk to you about that as well, because we do like helping veterans. But another thing to think about is that there's a very good likelihood when, if you're not retired now, and I'm sure there's a lot of people on this call listening that who are not retired now, there's a good likelihood that when you do retire, that taxes are going to be higher than they are now. And if you think taxes are going to be higher now, higher in the future than they are now, then you definitely want to get more into that tax-free bucket. Because 0% tax, even if they double the tax rate, 0 times 2 is still 0. That's fantastic. You're still paying 0%. Now, why do we think that taxes are going to go up? Or why would I say I think taxes are going to go up? And the reason is that, quite frankly, the programs that the government has to support, like Social Security and Medicare and Medi-Cal, all those programs, a significant amount of the budget, I don't have the number in front of me. I'm trying to find it. I think it's 90 or 95% of every dollar goes to try to fund those programs, which are running out of money. And at the same time, the debt is increasing to the point where eventually it'll get to a point where it'll just eat up our gross national product if we don't get it under control. So there's a good likelihood that something's going to have to change. We're actually having a tax sale right now. We're at the lowest point in history for taxes. So taxes have never been lower. which means that there's a very good likelihood that in the future taxes are going to be higher.
Well, how do you get this money into the tax-free bucket?
Well, everybody's situation is different, and like I mentioned, there are various types of insurance products that can assist with that. For some people, it might be contributing more to a Roth, and everybody's situation is different. So we'd have to sit down with you and look at your situation and see what makes the most sense. If you have a large IRA, you may be able to shift that IRA into a income stream, for example, that may not be tax-free, but it depends on what you're putting into these different types of products.
Reatha, I'm Jerry. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Well,
how you doing? Hey, Jim, how's everything going?
Hi, guys. I finished my little scan here, and I'm with
Debbie wonderful.
At the Veterans Hospital, and she loves what you're doing, and and she's with the American Legion. I just wanted her to say hi. This is Reatha Gray.
Hi.
And Jerry with the Boomer Benefit Show. So go ahead, take hi.
Hi, I'm with the American Legion Auxiliary here in Lakewood, and we're over at the VA. We're at the VSO office, the Veterans Service Office, where they assist the veterans to obtain their benefits and all their information related to their claims. We're located in Building 8, Room 102 here in Long Beach, and we appreciate everything you're doing. And I was talking to Jim, and I had suggested that maybe he make a flyer of what you do that we could bring and put in our office, because a lot of veterans come in here and ask for information that is not necessarily something that they do here, but related to what they need in terms of what you're talking about right now. So,
sure. I actually I do have a trifold brochure, which I'd be happy to send you several of them, or I can send you a digital copy, which you can print out or something like that.
Well, it'd be best to just have the printed one already, and you can either mail it to me or you can send it with Jim over here.
Okay.
That would be wonderful.
We can get it on the wall.
Off air, if you want to send me your information, where to email that to, I can get you out, at least 50 to 100 of those to start with. And my email address is support, SUPPORT, at ESTPLAN.com.
Okay, Jim's going to give it to me because we're standing in a hallway.
I was going to say, Jim is there, so why don't you get them connected? You can be Eric for the day and connect people.
Okay,
wonderful. Well, it's so nice meeting you, Debbie.
And one last thing I'd like to say, the American Legion Auxiliary, the Legion, this is our 100th year from 1919 to 2019. We're celebrating 100 years as the oldest organization supporting our veterans. The American Legion is also the one who started the the GI Bill and many other things for our veterans. So we're here to help our veterans. That's what we do.
Yay.
That's fantastic.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, thank you, Debbie.
Thanks, Debbie. So I'll be in touch. I'll let you guys finish up. And this is going to be a really good connection, because this is where a lot of the people come to get benefits. And then I'm going to be tying in with the other organizations here. So,
fantastic.
Guys, I'll let you go. And
another thing that for Debbie and for the audience, if you text the word VET, VET, to 818-532-5332, you're going to get some information. It's about a 25-page digital guide. And for those who are listening to this show and take advantage of this today, my book, Unraveling the Secrets of VA Benefits, is coming out should be coming out on September 15th. I will give you a free digital copy of my book as well. So take advantage of that. Pass the word along at the American Legion, and to let people know they can take advantage of that as well. And
I'll have it at the VA hospital here.
Yeah. And for those who would like to find out more about estate and financial planning and how to meet your retirement goals and dreams, also at the same time, we're looking for good people to pass along this information and get the word out. So if you are interested in helping people get this information about how to educate people about their financial choices, feel free to give me a call at 818-905-6088. There's no charge to do a free analysis of your financial situation. And looking at your estate plan, we're going to waive any consultation fee as well. There's no charge to take a look at your whatever estate planning you've done and make sure that it fits in well with your financial plan and it's integrated well and you don't have any holes in it, such as long-term care holes or retirement holes or other holes. It's not funded properly. Or lots of problems that can happen. So looks like we are running out of time. So we're over
time, but it's worthwhile information, so it's worth it.
Yes, and for all those listening, make sure you make it a boomer week and a great year, and come in and see us, 818-905-6088, and we'll look forward to seeing you real soon. And tune in next week, same time, same channel, and we'll look forward to seeing you real soon.
And we'll be back with Radio Boomers Live and Boomer Benefits with Gerald Kane next week, Monday, 10 a.m. See ya.
Thank you for listening to Radio Boomers Live with your hosts, Reatha Gray, Star Betty White's Off Their Rockers, and Easy's dad, Jim Zuley. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Radio Boomers Live. Radio Boomers Live is brought to you by the Easy Way Broadcasting Network. That's the letter E, the letter Z, Broadcasting Network.